I took this picture on a hike recently, and it's been changing the way I'm thinking about something. I'm very lucky to have a huge opportunity in November of this year, and I really need to improve my fitness and my travel photography kit in order to give myself the best chance in November. And today's video is how this journey all started. We have arrived, and it is surprisingly warm for a ski resort, which obviously makes sense because it's in the middle of summer. You can hear Biscuit's little shoes. Biscuit's little shoes, Biscuit's little feet. Where is he? There he goes. We settled in. It's a complete dead town, which is entirely understandable because who goes to a ski resort in summer? It's so cute though. I love all these little alpine style roofs. Even the way the light is capturing is just so pretty. The Inside Plaza Hotel of Sierra Nevada was an entirely new experience to me. I found it was essentially a self-contained studio apartment with a sort of storage and changing area right outside of the hotel room for all of the skiing bits you might have. I can imagine when the peaks are covered in snow, this view would be breathtakingly beautiful and so cozy. But alas, I am not here to ski, I am here to hike. Also, the hotel gifted us a bottle of red wine, but neither Louis nor Biscuit nor I drink alcohol, so while it was appreciated, it simply remained as decor. The bed was lovely and comfy, and the bathroom had everything that I need for a short weekend stay. Unfortunately, the floor was so loud for Mr. Biscuit's little tootsies, and you will hear more about this later. Located right in the center of the resort, this hotel made it super easy for our adventure. Also, the parking in summer is free. Tonight, I do not have much to do. I've literally just been in a car for a few hours, so we're just going to chill out for the evening. We might try and find somewhere to go for food. There's a little cafe over there that I can see. It does look like the lady is packing up, which will not be good because there is no other shops open. We might get some food and just relax for the evening because it's not going to be a hugely early start tomorrow morning, but I am going to try and be out of the apartment on the hike by 9 a.m. Fingers crossed. Honestly, who knew that night comes thick and fast in mountain resorts? The little cafe had entirely closed by the time that we were hungry for dinner, so we ended up walking around Sierra Nevada at night. It was so quiet and so peaceful, but with some outrageously vibrant sunset colours. In fact, we just ended up having some convenience store sandwiches and getting an early night. Good morning from Sierra Nevada. We're going somewhere up there. We are on our way to, I forget the name, it's Laguna de la Virgin, I think. Hi, Biscuit. I don't think you should be here. That's beautiful, isn't it? I am already out of breath, so that's very much highlighting to me my need to change my fitness for this adventure that I have coming up, which I'm not going to say anything just yet because it's a big surprise. This is where we are. I have these shoes to break in for my special hike. They are like a Gore-Tex, which apparently is... Did you even see that? I don't know. Gore-Tex is a waterproof, windproof, and breathable fabric that has been widely used in advanced hiking boots. Today is the first time wearing and breaking in these Salomon Quest 4, I believe they're called. Also, Biscuit last night was such a little problem. Little demon gremlin. I love him, but my goodness me, his feet on the bottom of the hotel floor. That doesn't make sense. His feet on the hotel floor were just like tip-a-tap, tip-a-tap, tip-a-tap all night long. And I kept waking up and I was like, Biscuit, please settle down. I know it's a new place, but please settle down. And he didn't. This hike is about 5 hours. It's 2.5 hours to the location that we're going, and then it's a good 2.5 hours back, but it's like a circle, so you go a slightly different route on the way back. But I'm in good mood so far. I might not be in an hour's time. Out of nowhere, the weather completely changed from grey and mild to rain and heavy wind, and then swiftly back again. It was so bizarre. And sadly, the wind in this clip is so strong that you can't hear a word I'm saying, so here is a dramatic reenactment. My goodness, we've only been going for 50 minutes and I'm already exhausted. These ski slopes are far too steep. Who did this? Doing far too much. Who do I think I am? Why on earth am I doing all this? My calves are on fire. I can feel my hip joints. We've only come from over there.
She's dead.
So we've hit a very steep part. I'm just taking it slowly because it's actually a lot harder than it looks. Not much distance has been made since the last time I checked in, but we are on the way. I just want to see the lake. Oh look, Jeppy Weppy Woo is. This has put into perspective very much how unfit I am. So I can tell you that this hike is much longer than 5 hours because roughly 2 hours in, just past the first ski slopes that we climbed, we were rewarded with this beautiful bijou little waterfall. So I indulged in a much needed rest stop and captured these. I've got a second wind. I feel a lot more ready to go, on the go. Look at that beautiful, stunning, beautiful, stunning. These shoes are doing really well. I'm very pleased with how they're keeping my feet nice and protected. I don't feel sore, haven't got any blisters starting or anything. Wow, am I going to get altitude sickness? Probably. I fear day 8. We are lost in the wilderness. The wind and the rain and the torrential waterfalls. Be aware, Sierra Nevada. Sierra Nevada. Abandoned time. Oh dear. Enough of all that. This is the first settlement, if you like, on the route up the mountain. It's roughly the halfway point, and it looks to be the first ski hub. Although, looking back at the town, it really feels like we had hardly any ground covered at all. The Lake of Sierra Nevada. Not quite. I think this is like a man-made reservoir, maybe something. I'm assuming, there's got to be something about like keeping the water up here or something, isn't there? Keeping the water for ice or something. Not sure.
Okay.
Good. All the way down here. And we've got all the way up there to go to the Virgin Mary Lake, where she was baptised apparently. The Virgin Mary baptised, I know, from Bethlehem. That started making noise. Biscuit was like, absolutely not. Get that away from me. I'm having a struggle bus. This is the last hour of the hike. I'm using my phone to record because it's a bit lighter in my hands than this. My goodness me. This has been an eye-opening experience, but I'm still going. Haven't given up. Still not cold. Sorry everyone, my ride is here.
Oh, stop being so silly!
You a good boy? Yes, you are. The next ski hub was around 3/4 of the way through the hike, and we stopped here for a while to have lunch, and it was so necessary. By this point in the hike, I had realised that my Lumix G9 II was just so heavy on my wrists. And while it is micro 4/3 itself and the glass for the lenses is generally lighter, is there perhaps something out there that I can add to my kit that will make my November adventure a lot easier? What on earth is that? The temperature has dropped and I have hit my absolute limit. I'm really pushing myself now. Everyone else is doing fine. They're perfectly fine. A little sign. We finally made it to the top of the peak, but somehow, without any phone signal, we must have taken a wrong turn, or no turn at all in fact, because we didn't see any lakes. There was no Virgin Mary Lakes today, sadly. I have a feeling they were perhaps over the next peak, but at this point we had been hiking for 5 hours, and we were ready to head back. But not before a little rest and some Instagram content.
Full body chills.
On the way back down, the weather had also brightened up and it made for some beautiful contextual photos. Just checking in halfway down the hike. I feel very positive coming back, to be fair. It took us a lot longer to get up there than it has to come down, which makes sense because gravity, she's a scientist. Funny daylight, it is surprisingly warm now. Like, very warm. The weather's been crazy. It's really put into perspective what I need for my, adventure coming up. Definitely need layers. I need some thermals, and I need thermals that are easy to take off because it's going to get too hot. Definitely with, the sun out like this. You've seen the sun before. But I hope so anyway. it's like really toasty, and then as soon as that goes behind the clouds, it gets cool, and then it becomes colder, and then it spit rain a little bit because we're so high up, and then it goes back to burning sunshine, so it's very confusing. And these two have been fine, no problems at all. Still watching, still waiting. Sorry girl, not today. And this was not what our hike looked like. Beaming sunshine, hottest day of the year. And we finished. And with these pecking away pigeons, our time at Sierra Nevada has come to an end. I very much look forward to returning in the winter for some snow. Hello, welcome to Sierra de la Nieves, en route to, I can never pronounce this, it's like another cute little lake situation. Lake of the Virgin, not in Sierra Nevada. You're currently mounted on my Fuji X-H2 in some sort of strange little hot shoe attachment situation for my phone, which seems to be working quite well. There's lots of beautiful little places here. Oh, this is stunning. I'm already having a great time. So I'm on a separate hike today. This time I've packed my bag better so that I can cope by myself. Maximum weight limit, 5 kilograms. That includes camera and water. So for the hike that I am technically prepping for, the maximum weight limit is 5 kilos that you can take in your bag. So I'm trying to learn a little bit from what happened at Sierra Nevada. I was not prepared, and I'm much more prepared today. I'm already getting my blood pumping and I've only just started the hike. This hike is gonna be around about, oh, where do I go from here actually? Oh, look at that. Oh, immediately dead. Isn't that rather sweet? I don't know what that is. I do wonder if just my phone would be absolutely perfect for some walking sections. But of course, the irony is, I would quite like a beautiful do-it-all hybrid camera, but I know that I'm asking far too much. I think my ideal setup would be a smaller, a G9 II, but a micro version. And I know I'm echoing every single micro four thirds photographer out there, but what a shame. I fully expect this footage to be very shaky, but half of me doing this particularly difficult hike is about me deciding what camera I want to take for image stabilization. And currently, although this might be my lightest setup, my X-H2 and my tiny little pancake lens, I do feel like the Ibis It's not strong enough, nowhere near as good as the Lumix G9 II, but the image quality is just superb. Of course, one of the answers could be simply getting bigger lenses for my S9, my Lumix S9, because the IBIS on that is great. Granted, it's only electronic shutter only. Another. My Spanish is coming along. My shoe has very helpfully come completely undone. So that's nice, isn't it nice? Oh, tickled by a bush. She is undone. Can you see? Am I even pointing at you? Dunno. You have to wait and see. So I'm definitely faring a lot better so far because I'm not, you know, climbing vertical ski slopes, which granted was probably a lot for a first practice run, but the hike I'm doing is notoriously difficult, so one would hope that perhaps climbing ski slopes. Sorry, I'm just suddenly struck by how beautiful this area is. As I was saying, one would hope that climbing up ski slopes would be great practice for what I'm about to do, which is kind of scary. This is something I can tick off my list of life and be like, I did that, done that. Sorry, my phone's the other way. I keep thinking my camera's there. It's not, it's there. You're there. Hello? How did all that happen? How did you die? Ridiculous behaviour. So of course this hike is a lot hotter than the one I've just completed in Sierra Nevada, and it's also not as high up on the mountain. This is still technically a mountain hike, but it's only like, I think it's under 1,000 meters, under 1,000 meters altitude. So it is 33 degrees Celsius, so it's considerably hotter, which means my fitness is going to be tested in different ways. But it's absolutely solidified to me that layers is the way. Layers is definitely the way forward. Let's have a little side-by-side comparison of some image stabilization, shall we? Sadly, my XH2 produces beautiful image quality, 8K, is light, easy to carry, overheats in about an hour if you're filming continuously, so it's not the end of the world. But the IBIS is just not great, and I find there's a trade-off with everything when it comes to hybrid cameras, sadly. My goodness, she is an absolute beast today. I'm so glad I properly applied SPF. Bad bitches meeting at the Babbling Brook. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, but look at this. Well, this was absolutely stunning. What a great little find. Right, I need to make some good time though, so everybody say goodbye to the Babbling Brook. Beautiful. do I go from here? Maybe up and round there? I don't have any signal, sadly, so I need to double check. Oh. It's been quite an eye-opening experience on this hike. A different vibe of exhaustion to my Sierra Nevada hike. Do I really go across here? This doesn't seem correct. Up there, I think there's a little sign up there somewhere. This is beautiful. I think the sign has fallen off this sign. So they've added La Virgin this way, which is the way that I must go. Doesn't look like it can be traversed, but we explore the wilderness. Just call me Luxeria Labs Wilderness Explorer, treading only pre-trod paths, but for trans people everywhere. I can hear all sorts of large bugs flying around, but this place is so beautiful. My goodness. What an entirely different experience. I guess I should get used to a variety of experiences though. I mean, look at all these rocks. I believe I'm just coming up to the waterfall now, and I'm gonna take a little rest stop there, have a drink. I brought some food with me, but it's so hot I just don't want to eat. I'm really glad that I ate before I came out because I've got a little Spanish omelette, which are really yummy. I love a Spanish omelette. Potato, egg, all sorts. Goodness me. Really going into the wilderness today, girly wigs. You can just see my finger at the bottom. Look, it's got my camera. You're attached. How clever is that? I have noticed that this has immediately been one of the best filming experiences I've had by being able to hold just my camera and also have my phone attached to it. Oh, I just love technology. That rock is loose. Be careful, Luxeria. I don't think this is the way. Is it the way? I guess we'll find out. There we go. Some semblance of a path. Okay. Well, I'm very glad that these boots are doing their job's worth today. Love a bit of Gore-Tex, apparently. I'm sorry, but look at how the water twinkles. Well, I hope that's not the Virgin waterfall. I think there's a path just going up here. So we'll try that. Otherwise, still very pretty. Sparkly water. Look at the twinkles. A black mist filter would really pop off here. Okay, this looks more like a path, doesn't it? I have a feeling... Oh, I can see it through the trees. There. Amazing. That is absolutely stunning. Hopefully we can get a bit closer than this. I hear a bell or something. Like a little cowbell. It doesn't come across how beautiful this is on camera. It's so vast, but also really quiet. And it's lovely when the sun goes behind. Oh, wow. Shut the front door. That is beautiful. I would have stayed and had like a proper break and taken some really beautiful footage, but a large group of people arrived and they were like party people, just because I don't really want to involve other people in my YouTube experience. Mainly just out of respect, because some people might want to swim, you know. get their clothes off for some reason that people sometimes do on these sorts of things. So I was like, do you know what? I've had a good 10 minutes here, little rest, make my way back to a little spot and have my rest stop there, which is also absolutely fine. It's so beautiful out today. I'm currently 90 minutes into the hike, which means if I head back now, that makes a round trip of 3 hours, which is quite good for like a short hike, I guess. It is quite uphill though, so I guess that's probably why it's taken me this long to cover this much ground. But how beautiful. Maybe I'll stop at that brook that was about halfway. About halfway, a little bit under halfway. I think I've come to the conclusion that my phone is absolutely fine to use for video footage on my hikes. I could even use my Osmo Pocket 3. I could rig that up to my camera somehow. I think I want to try next time, on the next hike that I do, the Lumix S9, and then I might do a compilation video of what's the best of these 3 cameras to take hiking with you. Love the weight of this camera though, like my arm's only just starting to get tired now. I've been holding on to it for 9 hours? No, like 90 minutes? Yes, definitely decisions to be had and made about the camera that I wish to take with me. Oh, I love the G9 too. It's just so heavy. I have, however, come to the conclusion that I do need a smaller travel tripod. I think my little spot I stopped at earlier is down here. I think I'm going to stop near there and have my little energy drink, maybe a nibble of some food, although I'm still not hungry in the slightest. Heat makes me not want to eat at all, which is very difficult when you are hiking. Yes, this is where I was earlier, with this little ruin here. There is a little brook down here. Hopefully I won't get accosted by bugs. But I think I will sit down here. Oh no, there's rubbish. Who's put rubbish here? Respect the planet. Take it with you. Doesn't cost anything. Hello. The delirium has set in. And there is back to civilization. It's funny how you turn this corner and ta-da, back to civilization. My goodness, I am back in my car. As you can clearly see, that was a very successful hike. I am very pleased with my performance there. There was only 1 or 2 places that I was like, oh my goodness me, need to have a little rest, but there was luckily places for me to do so. Has made me really realise that I need to reevaluate what gear I want to take with me. I expect when I'm back in the editing room, I will really see the difference in images and image quality and the vibes that I like. Yeah, I think my favourite photo from today is this one. It is so hot today though, so I'm not surprised that I had to take little breaks and gather my thoughts, so to speak. Oh, hiking! Who knew? Who knew I could get the bug this deeply for something like just go out in nature, taking the children for a walk in nature without any children. Now it is time for me to return home and just chill. Well, I do need a shower because I'm a very sweaty lady. Sweaty lady. Oh, can this be the thumbnail? Beep, beep, bitch. Beep, beep. She's in the car. Broom, broom. Ah! mosquito. Okay, so I look an absolute mess, but this is just some bonus content I have that I've come on a little mini hike. I cannot believe the view that I'm having right now. You have to see it. I'd like to leave you with a small thought today. Life doesn't happen in the waiting. Life happens when you start showing up for yourself. Starting something new or reconnecting with something solely for your own benefit can sometimes feel selfish and a little bit daunting. The world is very loud right now, and it's so important to disconnect and recharge so you can galvanize your best self. So for those of you waiting for life to happen, use that time to reconnect with yourself, and you'll be more than ready for the next adventure.